and welcome to this episode of What Did I Knit in 2024? I am Ivonne and I'm going to show you everything I knitted in 2024. It's very much, so go and sit down, take something to drink, take your knitting or crocheting with you, and if you like you can listen to my talking about all my knits from 2024. But at first we will say Happy New Year. Today is 1 January, Wednesday 1 January, about I think, it's 11:22 in the Netherlands. I was awake at 8:15. Yesterday there was so many fireworks here in my neighborhood. No, it's always a lot, but yesterday it was not normal. The whole day, the whole night until 2:30, it was only it sounded like war zone. I didn't like it anymore. It was too much. Sometimes I couldn't even hear what was on the telly, what they say on the telly. So I don't know what these people. It's always a lot in the Netherlands. The Dutch people like fireworks. But there's a lot of discussion from is this still for firemen and policemen to handle, because there's always too much going on. Yesterday I filmed a bit. I didn't went outside at 12 o'clock, but at a certain moment I thought, okay, I will open my front door, and I was filming in that street where I look at now, and something went completely wrong. One of the things that had to go up in the sky fell down, and everybody was running. So I thought, oh no, I'm not going outside. I don't even dare to go outside anymore. I don't even dare to stand here on my driveway. So much fireworks. You don't see where it goes. It's a lot of noise. So I'm not happy anymore about that. When I was younger, I always loved it, but I can't not remember that I light firework myself. I never did that. I always looked at it, but I don't like it anymore. It's too much. It's not it's not safe anymore, I think. But so that's the reason why I was alone at home. My younger son was at home until 10:30. I think he went to friends in Enschede, and at that point I was alone with my 3 cats, and Pookie is very she was under the chair the whole day. Moshi was a little bit, what is going on, and he didn't know what to do, and he was lying with me all the time on the couch. Even Saartje was with me at late in the night. So I was looking after my lovely cats, and I was looking at nice things on the television. And when it's 1 o'clock in the Netherlands, I always go watch the London fireworks, because that's what I like to see. I think that's a better way to use the fireworks in a show, and that takes 10 or 12 minutes, and then it's ready. Then it's the noise is gone, and here it was. I think I went to bed 2:30, and it was still not over. So I was annoyed this time. In front of my house, I'm sleeping here, and there was the fireworks, so I couldn't sleep until 2:30 or so. Finally, it went quiet. So this morning I stood up at 8, not so early, and but I thought I will make this video for you. And because my day is Thursdays, I always upload my videos. So I thought, do it right away. If I wait a week, then I don't feel like doing this video anymore. So that's the reason why you get today you had a surprise vlog, a weekly vlog, and the day after you get this video about what I knit in 2024. So I'm going to start because it's a lot. I counted it, I think I have around 60 finished objects, and I forgot a few. I also forgot a few, but yeah, we'll see that when we go. So I have everything numbered, and I will take you with me through all the things. The first thing I finished in 2024 was the hot water bottle cover. I started this New Year's Eve. At first I thought, Ivonne, you don't need that in your house. You don't need a hot water bottle cover. But I can say I used it a lot. The hot water bottle brought me so much warmth in my bed during winter time, so that was a success. I knitted this up from DK weight leftovers from socks. So that was the first finished object. Then I had knitted a few scrappy socks. One was for my friend Renske, but I gave them away. So if I will succeed, I will put a picture in. The third finished object was a green sock, and I gifted them to Katharina. So I cannot show you, and I'm going to try to place a picture in the screen. The fourth finished object, that was super nice. I saw it with the podcast Needles at the Ready in beginning of January. They had knitted a emotional support chicken, so I thought, oh, that's nice. I want to do that too. So I made this emotional support chicken. I knitted this up from with I did 2 strands. I think 3 is for me too much. And this is all from my advent calendar from that year before. And this is my emotional support chicken. I think I named her, but I don't know it anymore. And I did something wrong at the snout, at the snavel. I had to reverse this. But yeah, so she has a little bit round nose. But I like her a lot, and I filled it up with all little ends that I always cut off my knitting. So that was finished on 16 January. Then we had a opal sock. This was a opal herfst melody. This yarn I got from for my birthday, and I think I casted this on in October, and then it was ready in 17 January. Yeah, so that was finished object 5, and then we've got this one. This is finished object 6. These are also scrappy socks. I did a lot of scrappy socks last year. I was really in the scrappy sock mood, but for this year I don't want to knit too much scrappy socks because I think I'm a little bit tired of it. But yeah, that's what I liked that year, and on that moment I did 2x2 rib, and now I changed it. I know I'm doing 3x1 rib, but yeah, this one was also already on the needles in 2023. Yes, that was finished object number 6. Yeah, then I had another scrappy sock, but I gifted them to Rachel, so I can't show you. Maybe I will put in a picture. Then we had the brown sock from Novita Kayastes. This is a thicker sock yarn. I knitted this on needle 3.5. I started at this sock at the toe. I divide this ball in 2 because then I could knit up all the leftovers. So that's what I did. And I made a 2x2 rib cuff. And these more like socks in the house. I call them the cabin in the wood socks. I didn't wear them yet, but maybe I will do that soon because I like it a lot. That was number 8. For February I finished that. And then number 9 was another scrappy sock, but I gifted that to my friend Renske. Also, maybe I will put it in a picture, I don't know yet. And then I had vintage. I found a tin with all little vintage sock yarn in the thrift shop in Zwolle, and I knitted these lovely vintage sock leftovers. This is really old. I think it was in that tin for maybe years. I don't know. It looked like it was from an older lady, and it ended up in a thrift shop. At first I bought it and I didn't do anything with it, and then on a certain moment I thought, yes, I will knit a scrappy sock. So I had a lot of fun with this. I love these a lot, and I'm going to use them in the house. They're a little bit wide, a little bit loose, so I think I did it on needle 2.5, and now I changed to 2.25. But yeah, this is like house socks, sloppy house socks. That was finished object number 10. Yeah, I wrote everything down because otherwise I couldn't do it. I had a leftover DK sock yarn from Lana Grossa. I knitted these socks last year for Jaden, the girlfriend of my eldest son, and there was a leftover, and I thought I will divide it also in two. I start at the toe, and I can knit that whole ball up, so that's what I did. And these are for me, short socks. The cuff is a little bit, I did sewn mine off, but when I wanted to put them on, it's a little bit tight, but it's okay. I didn't wear them yet. So that was number 11. I hope you like it. It's a lot of socks, so maybe you say, oh, Ivonne, I don't like that. I have a few other things, so you can wait on that. If you're not a sock knitter, I can imagine that you don't like it. I don't have a coffee. I have a water today in this lovely mug with all the lipstick on. Lovely flowery, maybe a little bit spring already. Then I got a present from my boyfriend, an gift card, and that was from Wol met Verven, and he gifted me I choose it was Valentine's Day, and I chose the red yarn with a mini, so that was a really nice surprise. And I normally, when I buy hand-dyed yarn, I always keep them on my board, but this time I knitted it up immediately, and that was really nice. And I love the red socks, so my Valentine's socks, and they were ready at 2 March. So I did it really quick because 14 March I ordered it, and I think 2 days later it was here. 14 February I meant. So 2 weeks, so that was nice. Yeah, and then I wanted to knit this lovely bag. It is based on the Cozy Memories blanket. One of my knitting friends, Truida, made one, and I saw that on Instagram, and I was so inspired because the Cozy Memories blanket is one of my favorite blankets to knit. And then I thought, oh, that's nice. I want to make that too. So I did the math myself. 9 squares here, 9 squares there, and then at the bottom I did separate, and I sewed that together. I made a lining in and a drawstring, and at the last I wanted these things on it so that I can use it as a real bag. I had an old leather strap, so when I go to knit events, I can use my my bag, or you can use it also as a project bag, and you can get this off, and then you have a normal project bag. So that was finished object 14. It was 13 March ready. I didn't knit here. Yeah, I did a week, I think. It was ready. Super nice, super nice. Je kan laten zien. Tada! Yeah, and then we had the ontmoetdag. I went to the ontmoetdag from Truida, and I suddenly thought, oh, would it be nice that I knit her an emotional support chicken? So I made her a brown emotional support chicken. I gifted that to her. So later I thought, oh, I want to make myself a brown one too. So I did. Oh yeah, in this one I made a mistake. This one is longer. I forgot one repeat. If you see it here, this repeat from 4 rows, I forgot here. I think this is 3, and then I started with the rest of the, and then I thought, oh, I think it's nice. I do it the same at my with my chicken. So this is my brown one. It's a little bit it's a little bit smaller. Yeah, that's what I want to say. So I knitted 2 brown ones and nog a yellow little one. Yeah, this one is with single yarn, and this one is with double yarn. So no, I didn't do 3 strands. That was too much for me. So that was finished object 5, 15 and 16. Then we have a sock again, the West Yorkshire Spinners, the owl. This is the colorway owl, and in the Netherlands you can buy it at one place, but I ordered these on Amazon, and I have a lot of West Yorkshire Spinners in my stash because I always go to London, and I always try to pick up a ball or 2, so that's nice. But this one I ordered online for once, and this is finished object 17. Then the 18 was my emotional support chicken. The other one was the Truida and the yellow one. And then finished object number 19 was one of my Virtus Unite shawls. This was my third Virtus Unite. I knitted this was my second, and that was such a success because that is knit up from Drops Alpaca. It's very affordable yarn, and then I had a lot of that in my stash, and I thought, Ivonne, knit another one. It's a super shawl on your bike, super warm, and this is my color choice for that. I had a lot of the rusty red. What is that? I had a lot of from in my stash. So I thought I will use it for a Virtus Unite. Yeah, and these 2, this one and that one, are the best shawls. I can't. It's super soft alpaca. Yeah, it's not prickly with me. I feel soft. It feels warm. So one of my favorite, the Virtus Unite is my favorite shawl to knit, and Drops Alpaca is a very slippery to knit, but when it's finished, it's super nice. So it's not the best yarn to knit with, because you have to watch that the stitches don't fall off your needles and so forth. But when it's ready, it's the best shawl you can have. So that is a tip from Flip. And I will do this year the 3rd time I will organize in August, next August 2025, another knit along for the Virtus Unite. So you can write that down in your agenda. If you want to participate, I will host that this year again, because this is the best shawl ever. Thanks to Stephen West, of course. My cushion fell. But I'm a big Stephen West fan, so he's the best. I think one of the best. That was finished object number 19. Yeah, then we have again. God, hoe kom je aan mijn woorden weer? Hoe dan? Scrappy sock. Oh, I'm sorry. A scrappy sock. Where is it? Yeah, we had the Easter yarn swap. I organized always the Easter yarn swap, and we swapped 14 balls of 10-gram 4-ply sock yarn with each other 2 weeks before Easter, and we count the 2 weeks every day to one. The first Easter day, yeah, in the Holland we have 2. Easter Sunday, Easter. Is it always on a Sunday? Yes, of course. Easter Sunday, and we do 14 balls. So I knitted these socks from the balls I got in my swap, and this is finished object number 20. Yeah. Then we had then I thought I will make sneaker socks already. It was in the meantime it was half April, and I thought, oh yeah, you can start the sneaker socks already, because in the summer that's really cool. That's really useful for me. I'm always wearing sneakers, so I had a swap with somebody, and she sent me these lovely colors, and I wore them a lot. So this is a really very many used sock. Sneaker socks. That was 14 April ready, and it was finished object 21. Then I had knitted Mouche the Bear. He still doesn't have his jacket ready. I have to do that, and I liked to do Mouche. It's a really nice bear. I have the book, of course, and this one was 16 April was done, and he needs to have clothes because he's zielig. He's naked still. So yeah, that was 16 April ready, and I still want to knit a few more of that book. I did Agi last year. This year I did Mouche, and maybe this year another one. I don't know that yet, but he has to have clothes at first. Then I had a few balls from also a knitting friend. We saw each other, and we gifted each other leftover balls from her stash. Miriam, she likes these color. This is her color palette. So I made again sneaker socks. Didn't do a cuff here. I just cast it on and start knitting, and this was a very successful. I wore them a lot. You can see it. I washed them a lot, and so sneaker socks are echt if you didn't, okay, it's felted already, because some of the yarn wasn't I think it wasn't sock yarn, but yeah, still good to wear. Sneaker socks are really good to make and quick. Then I had a ball of Schuler Stahl German yarn. It is I got it from somebody, and this is not really my color palette. I didn't like the yarn. It was a little bit thin. It was not my favorite. So when I'm when I'm in a shop and I think, oh, there's a ball Schuler Stahl, I don't think I would buy it again. These socks are knitted in size 39 European, and I gifted these to one of my girlfriends because I have size 40. So that is for Renske. And that was 24, finished object 24. Do you still like it, or do you sleep already? My throat hurts through talking. I did the Dutch version first, of course. So, but I thought, Ivonne, go on with the English one because otherwise, when I'm going to sit on a couch today, I don't feel like taping a podcast anymore. Then I had Lana Grossa. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, this was a surprisingly nice knit. This is Merino Fine from Lana Grossa. It feels really soft, and I liked the way this knitted up. So this sock was I think I finished this 10 May. I don't know when I started it, but I didn't do very long. I did still do 2x2 rib here. Now I do 3x1 rib. That is my favorite on the moment. And I always do a heel flap and gusset. That's my new favorite also. But this one was surprisingly, nice ball. And I didn't expect that in front of when I bought that ball. I didn't expect it to be knitted up so nice. So, love it. And then I have the Opal subscription from Opal Yarns. I want to stop that this year, but they were on holiday, so I have to wait until 7 January. Because you get 4 times 24 balls of Opal sock yarn. This was the first one I knitted up from the March Opal sock balls. Super nice Opal sock yarn is the best, one of the best. It knits really good. It feels fine. It's not too thick, not too thin. It's one of my favorite sock yarns. And that is number 26, and it was 6 June I finished these. Then I had another scrappy sock. It was a summer holiday. It was summer, it was June, it was warm, and I went to the barbecue to my sister, and I thought, I choose a lot of pink and orangey brown colors, and I knitted these socks. And these were done 20 June. I don't know exactly when I started these, but I did a lot of scrappy socks this year, so it was a little bit addictive. This was per 28. 29 is my secret test knit for West Knits. It's a garment. I can't tell you that it's a garment, but I can show you and I can tell you what it is because it's still not launched, that pattern of that thing. I hoped it would be in October or November, but unfortunately it didn't. So that's still a secret. And when it's coming to release, I will definitely share it with you. Then it was another scrappy sock from scraps I got from a viewer. She had a lot of drops Fable. This we did a knit along with it. She gifted me a bag with 10 gram mini skeins, and she had 4 bags for my viewers, also with 10 gram mini skeins. And I did a giveaway for people who won that, and we made these lovely socks. This is such a nice yarn. It's a cheaper yarn. It's a little bit thinner, but I loved it a lot. So Drops Fable is also highly recommended. That I can't find the second sock. It's somewhere here on the blocker, but sorry, I don't know where. And this was number 30, finished object number 30, and it was 1 July ready. 31 is 2 Cindy sweaters. I knitted 2 Cindy sweaters, but I forgot to take them out of the Cindy cabinet, so I will show you maybe in a picture here or there. I knitted that up from sock yarn leftovers, super nice, but you see that hopefully in a picture. Then I made from this yarn also sneaker socks. Again, I thought, Ivonne, you need more sneaker socks. So this one is what it was, but That's a little bit, I knitted these a little bit too loose. Did it again on needle 2.5, and I had to cast on less stitches, so that's a little bit, this one's fitting better. It's 2.25 and this is 2.5. But yeah, lovely colors. I loved the Fable yarn. So that was finished object 32. Yeah, and then I have made another pair of sneaker socks this year, and this was knitted on 2mm needles. I cast it on, I think, 64 stitches and started at the toe, and I choose to do a picot bind off, so that's the reason I started at the toe. This is a ball skein from Wool met Verve. I bought it once in the sale, and these are really snug on my feet because it's knitted up with 2mm needles, and they were very good. That's just very good in my sneakers. So, and super, happy colors. Even kijken, that was ready on 7 July, and it was 33 finished object. Then I went on holiday to England, and I bought a ball of Lana Grossa Action sock yarn at Dollop Wool in Deventer. I was there for a day, and that's this ball. And I thought, yeah, this one is going to be my holiday cast on, and I knitted this on the boat and in the bus. I didn't finish them in my holiday. I think a few days later, 31 July, they were ready. And it was 34 finished objects. Oh yeah, then I got from a viewer all opal leftover sock yarn, so I knitted. These ones are really nice, I think. It's again opal. I choose to do longer pieces, so no 5 rows and then change colors, but do more of one color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6 or 7 balls she gifted me, all the leftovers. So I made 2 socks, and I think I like these a lot. I'm sure I like these a lot. So that was, I think, also a really quick knit. In the meantime, I was doing 3x1 rib. That's my new favorite, and still the heel flap and gusset. Dus this is finished object 35. Then I came back from holiday and I suddenly thought, my northeasterly blanket is ready. I started this 1 January 2023, and it's all from all the leftovers, swaps, things I got, things I had myself, and it's all, I can forget them. Sorry, the wrong side. Yeah, I did every day. When I felt like it, I did every day a piece, 18 rows or 16 rows. It's a really scrappy blanket, so everything could go in. Sock yarn or 100% merino. If it's 4-ply, it could go in. I don't know, I think I did 18 lanes, and then I thought it's ready. Maybe I think I did 1 row less. I did 17, and then I thought, Ivonne, it's long enough. When I'm standing, it's coming till here. So 1.5 years I knitted on this blanket, and I love it. I use it a lot now, but in the beginning I thought it was not my favorite knit. At last I thought it was okay, and I finished it, but it's not because you have to pay attention with the yarn held in the back when you knit on the wrong side. So that sometimes went wrong, and but I succeed, and it's a really scrappy blanket. My cats can lie on it. I use it on the couch, so super nice. And that was 36 of my finished objects. Then I had felt like another scrappy sock, It was really the year of scrappy socks for me. I don't know why. I had a lot of nice color palettes. Looked. This was all green, and I had it for, in a bag for a while. And I thought, oh, I feel like it. I want to combine it. I want to see how it knits up. Where's my sock blocker? It's a little bit messy here on the bed. Well, there, I'm going to take this off. I want to put it on the sock blocker, then you can see it better. So this is, I think I see that I did the same sequence, and I love them a lot. I'm going to keep them myself. Most of the socks I'm going to keep myself, and some socks are, going to be gifted, or we'll see. So this is 37. Happy with them. Then I had bought a ball of super nice. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. So here it's here. I bought it in Glastonbury in my holiday in a sewing shop. The shop called Over the Moon, I think. And I was walking in there, and I thought, oh, I hope they sell yarn, and they did. And she had only one ball of sock yarn I liked. There was another one, but I didn't like it. And I wanted to buy a zigzag King Cole ball. That was my wish. That was on my wish list. I saw that with Mrs. D, Stitches by Mrs. D. She has also all the nice socks. So I bought this ball, and I came back in the hotel, and I thought, there somebody cut in it. But it was moth-eaten. So when I came home, when I was on holiday, I put it in a plastic bag. And I came home and I put it in the freezer first for 3 days. But I love these socks. I love how they knit up. I love the colors. I think this is one of my favorites from this year. Zigzag King Cole. And I got another few balls of King Cole from my lovely knitting friend Roel. She lives in Manchester. So she gifted me on Knit to Purl to when we were in the hotel. She gifted me new zigzag socks, sock yarn, so I will cast that on in the near future. Lovely, lovely socks. Even kijken. Yeah, then I got a sock set also from a nice knitting friend, Miriam. She bought, she bought it at de Draadzaak. This was a sock set, and most of my socks are commercial sock yarn, and this was one of the second time. I think this year I knitted this socks from hand-dyed yarn, and I was surprisingly, I think it's a really nice look. This was also very nice yarn from Wendy van de Draadzaak, so highly recommendable. And I knitted on these socks also with so much fun, and it will remind me of Miriam. So that's also the reason why I want to keep all the socks, because many socks of me have memories on persons that gifted me that. Ta-da! So that's I think finished object 39. Oh yeah, and then 23 September I finished my even zoeken stripometry shawl from Stephen West. I casted this on 3 April because that was the launch of this pattern. I immediately thought, yes, that's something for me. I did it a little bit different, but I'm not going into detail. It's knit up from hoe heet het ook alweer? Oh, stom. Isager Highland wool, 100% Highland wool, and I bought it with Roel when I was in London in the summer 2 years ago, and that's where I made my stripometry shawl from. It's a really airy, light shawl, so very happy with it. And again, I'm a Stephen West fan, so thank you, Stephen, again for this beautiful pattern. That was 40. Finished object number 40. Oh yeah, then I knitted a pumpkin, but I can't find it, so I can't show you. Sorry, that was a little thing in October. And oh yeah, I did it in September, sorry. Then I had a knit along for the First Unite shawl. This was my fourth First Unite. Knitted this up from 100% merino, from colors from, how is she called? Atelier Sopra in the Netherlands. I think she has a really soft yarn. This is 100% merino. Yeah, these colors I like a lot, and I finished this in 3 weeks, so that's really quick. But yeah, there was a knit along. It was not a game. How do you say? Not a game, wedstrijd. No, it was because I did the mystery knit along in October. I thought I will finish this in September, so I knitted a lot on this, and 3 weeks is very quick for this. But you can do it in 3 weeks if you want. This is my fourth First Unite, and I love it. But in use, I think the ones with alpaca knit up are warmer and softer and more woolly. Merino is a little bit cooler. So when I'm on my bike, and yesterday it was, I had this one on, and it felt a little bit cooler than when I wear my alpaca version. So this is my favorite yarn not to knit with, but when it's ready, it's good. And then this knits up better, but it's a really in use a little bit cooler. But yeah, so that was the knit along we had for the First Unite. Many people participated. It was super nice, and I'm going to do it again in August this year. I'm going to start a new knit along for the First Unite, because you can never have enough First Unites in all color sequences. So if you want to participate, throw it in your agenda, and 1 August will be ready. Then I had a nice, I bought these sock yarn on, in a sale. It's Opal Schafpatte. It was very nice sock yarn to knit with, soft, and it flew off my needles. I don't know how long, I think it was 2 weeks. 14 October I finished these, and this was finished object 43. Then I knitted again a ball Opal sock yarn from my Opal abo subscription, and I finished these on 22 October. Again, really nice sock yarn. It's echt highly recommended. I think I forgot to, I don't know how, but I forgot 2 socks. I see them now, but this one I knitted up in what did I do? I think I forgot it. But yeah, I show you now. This one, these were all minis I got from Linda from Wool Hobby. She gifted me minis, and I wanted to make scrappy socks of it. But I think this was in before summer, so I think I skipped one. And this one is not in the, I forgot to write down. This ball I got from Roel in a swap. This is a whole ball of Rico Design Super Bar Twirl. Also very nice. It's a 1-ply yarn, but I like the look of the socks. So that's not in the list, and I have knitted them. And then in October I wanted to knit this sock yarn. This is Novita. It's a thicker sock yarn. You knit it on 3.5mm needles. I bought this on the Knit and Knot in 2 years ago, and it's a little bit prickly, so I don't know how they feel on my feet because of my allergies for lanolina. Maybe here in this sock it's a little bit too rustic for me, but we'll see. I like the look of it, and They were finished in a few days. DK socks you can knit on one day if you want. I think I did it in 3 days. I don't know it anymore. It's not important. So that was 45. Yeah, then we had the MCAL from Stephen West. This year was one of the favorites. This was my 3rd year that I participated in October. And yeah, I bought a kit at Stephen and Penelope's from Twisted Ambitions Yarns. And yeah, again, I love this shawl. I loved the knit. I didn't do the brioche. I did do the eyelets, but I still like that. And yeah, it's what I like about this shawl is when I wear it like this, it looks really good on me. I think myself. So that was I started at 6 October and even kijken. Waar ben je? 31 October it was finished, so I did it in 4 weeks. It was a big knit. I knitted a lot on it, but I succeeded. This was my 3rd one, and this is my favorite one until now. Love it a lot. Yeah, and in between I finished also the habitation throw. I have to search where it is. Also a super nice knit. I started this in August and I finished it in 5 November. It was knit up from the advent calendar from Vrookjes de Wolboutique. And yeah, super nice pattern. If you didn't knit it yet, it's highly recommend. Yeah, it was not too long. It was a nice project and I used all 25 minis. We had 25 in this calendar. And the leftovers, the leftovers I made socks from. And die liggen here. So, ta-da! And I still have a yarn left. And I will try to knit a square in my hand-dyed yarn Cozy Memories blanket also. So that I used the whole calendar. Super nice. That feels good. I don't know. I want to use what I have. So that was habitation throw 47, and the socks I don't know anymore. Didn't I write it down? No, I think. Or maybe on the next page. In November I thought I will make fingerless mittens. I saw this Everything Shapes, I think. She had this yarn, so I ordered it online. It's a 6-ply. I used a free pattern on Ravelry. It's also a little prickly, like the Novita yarn. So I'm not sure if it feels not so well. But yeah, I'm always on my bike and I don't use fingerless mitts a lot. It was more like I like to do it once. So I'm not going to knit more fingerless mitts because I'm always on my bike and then you need here warmth too. This is more for like when you go in a car. But I never sit in a car. No, nearly, yes, sometimes. Once a month maybe. So that was 48 and I finished them 30 November. 20 November I finished the Gala shawl. The Gala shawl, where are you? It's a big mess here on the bed. This shawl I casted on the year before, on somewhere in October. And I knit it on this a long time, but I didn't knit on it frequently. So it's a nice knit. I will knit it maybe in the future again with other yarn. This was Millie from Borgo di Passi. Still have to block it because then she said it would be softer. It's a little rustic and I'm going to gift it to my sister, but I still have to block it first and I wanted to show it to you. So that was the Gala shawl. Now I think, oh shit, I have to link all the things, of course. That's a lot of work. Maybe, no, we'll see. I have to do that. I have to search all the patterns again. That's always so much work. So maybe I don't do that. Sorry for that. I think it's too much work. We'll see. I will go and think it over. If it's not, you have to search it on Google as your best friend. I always say, yeah. Now we'll see what we do. Then I had the French sock. I knitted it together with Catherine. She was, we did knit the leg ourselves, and then we sent it to each other. She lives in the other part of Holland, in Zeeland, and I live in the east. And on Knit to Pearl too, we gifted them back to each other, and she made the heel and gusset and the toe. I made a mistake in one of the socks. I cast it on 4 stitches less on the one of the socks. I don't know why, 60, and this was 64. So she made, she did some increases, I think, but they fit perfectly. So that was the French sock, and that was finished object number 50. Then in November I casted on this lovely ball from Opal subscription. I love the colors. So this was 2 weeks or so, and I finished them. Opal subscription again. So the blue sock, 51. Then I have another page. That was I already showed you that. That was this one from the Vrouwtjes Wol Boutique, the scrappy sock. Then I finished the Kerst Christmas sock, the glitter sock with Stellina in it, Lana Grossa. It was surprisingly nice. I loved it a lot. These were very quick knit, I think 3 weeks. With my Advent socks, that's very quick, I think. And this was pair number 53 of finished object, 53. Then I have these socks, the Advent socks from all the Christmas balls I got from Vreubeltje. Super nice. I wore them already with Christmas, and I really like the look of it. That was finished object 54. I have another Christmas sock knitted this year, and that was one from Vlot Sokken, but I forgot to write it down, so I have more finished objects than 2 more. I didn't count them, and I don't know where they are, so I can't show you, sorry. Then I finished the socks from the Advent calendar I had with Truida. That were these socks, super nice. She chose all the colors, also the sequence, how we did it put it in together. But the last 3 I did something else, because she had one yarn with it. We didn't like that, didn't fit into here, so I did 1 ball less. These ones I finished on 24 December. So I had knitted 3 pairs of socks in that month. These all super nice. And I just wore these ones just now. And then I knitted 2 gnomes. One from the balls from Marianne. I had also swapped with Marianne. This is the scrappy one. I like it a lot. It's not perfect, but yeah, it's a scrappy gnome from the book Gnomes of Grimblewood. I showed it in my vlogmases, and I made a little one also from the balls from Marianne. So that was finished too. Then I have 59. That's the last one. I finished them yesterday before 12. How late was it? It was I can't find the other one. It was 23 or so. No, 23:21. That's when I finished the brown socks. I can't find the other one. It's in the big pile or here. in the big pile of socks. So this one was the last one I finished in 2024. And I think I knitted, 42 pairs of socks, because I forgot to count 2 of them. And I thought it was my 40th pair, but I forgot the Christmas socks and I forgot the grey socks, this one, to count. So I have 42 pairs of socks knitted up in 2024. And this one was the last one until now. Yeah, that was it. So you saw everything. I hope you liked it. In English, the podcast is always a little bit shorter than the Dutch one. I don't know, I use more words, I think, in my own language, but that's okay. I hope I didn't forget anything, but yeah, that's what it is. Maybe last year I get a comment from a viewer and she said, "Oh, but Ivonne, you knit also this and that and that." And I think it will go, that way this time, again. I knitted a coaster, of course. I didn't write that down, and I knitted all the mini socks, and I didn't write them down either. So because it's all still in the living room on a line, on a bunting. Yeah, it was a big pile. It was. I'm glad that I recorded everything, that it's done. I'm not doing it again. Next week, Thursday, I will be back with a normal episode. That's where I start with, because you've seen a lot of vlogmases and weekly vlogs, and now this. So next week, I don't know the date from out of my head, I will be back on Thursday with a normal episode, and you see what's on my needles then. And I don't think maybe I will have a finished object or not, but it's not important. I will thank you all for watching. I get lots of nice comments from you. I love to read them. I always read them, and sometimes I respond, but I don't do that at every comment. But know that I read them, and I like to read them. If you don't follow me yet on Instagram, you can find me there. Also, Knitting Inden on Instagram. Also on Ravelry. I will try to keep up my Ravelry better than I did. I'm getting better every because I can do it now on my phone, so that's good. I can place the pictures with the projects now through my phone, so that's better. I have an old laptop, so that's always it's not handy. My plans for the next year are using more of my stash, because I have a lot of nice sock balls, hand-dyed yarns, so many nice balls I still have to knit up. I got from viewers, I got from knitting friends, I bought myself. So I don't say I don't buy anything, because I don't think then life is not nice anymore. But the rule is I want to knit more up than I buy. So I will try. I don't know, when I'm knitting 42 pairs of socks again, I don't know if I'm going to succeed again so much, but let's say I'm knitting 30 pairs, then I don't want to have more than 10 new balls coming in, because I want to use my lovely balls that I've got. Now, I think every knitter has the same problem. We have all too much stash, and it's so, you can order so easily. It's one click on the button and you have bought it, and it's all really addictive to receive the packages. That's what I think. So I will definitely buy things, but think about, do you really want this, or is this an impulse, or like that. I don't have what are my knitting plans? I use up whole sock balls. There's not so many scrappy socks anymore. I just want to do scrappy socks with the Easter yarn swap and with Advent, and not so much the whole year through, because I want to knit up the whole balls. I casted on yesterday a new blanket from all the scraps, leftover scraps. So I will show you next week. Just so many stitches, and then just here and there fingering weight. You see that next week. And I casted on a new sock. Yeah, do I have knitting plans? Yeah, knit more balls of socks. That's what I want. I don't know how many socks I'm going to knit this year. That's not important. Maybe 12, maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe 40. I don't know that yet, but I love sock knitting. That's one of the loveliest. Yeah, you can always take it with you. I can do it. Yeah, I'm getting better every time, and I love to do it. It's just super nice. I love to make the more gnomes from the book. Also, not only in scrap yarn, but also in other colors. That's one of the knitting plans. I think. Yeah, and West knits, all the West knits patterns. So I definitely choose another one. I have. I have one on my needles, a stripes shawl. So Stephen West is one of my favorite knitwear designers. Yeah, and maybe a new sweater or cardigan the next year, but I don't know yet which one it will be. The Traveler is on my. I have bought the Traveler from Andrea Mowry, and I see it. With other podcasters, I see that the sweater is Nitty Natty has one, and I every time I see her with that sweater on, I think, oh yeah, Ivonne, you have the pattern too. Go cast it on. But I have to think which yarn I want to use. That's what I think. It's complicated for me to make a choice of yarn for that kind of patterns. So that's what's holding me back. And socks and shawls and blankets are always faster on my needles. That's the reason why I think I don't knit a lot of sweaters and cardigans yet. Maybe it will change in the future. I don't know. So we'll see what we'll do. I'm very curious how my knitting journal will look like next year. How full it will be, what I knit. I started this in September. So it's a very surprise next year what it will look like. And I started my new book, nutrition book. I do it every day. And I'm curious how that will look in a while. I have booked a trip to London in March. Normally I would go to in January, but it came too fast. January came too fast. So, and the Eurostar didn't. In Amsterdam, they're busy with the terminal, the new terminal, and you could go to with the train, but you have to switch trains in Brussels, and I don't like that a lot. So in March there is a direct line to St. Pancras, King's Cross, St. Pancras. Oh, I love it. Can't wait to be there. Something in my throat. I can't wait to go there. So I think 21 till 24 January. March. Maybe the weather is a little bit better. I go with me, myself and I to London. And I can't wait. That's my first... how do you say that? That's my first lichtpuntje in the new year. I treated myself to a London weekend. It's a midweek. I do from Tuesdays until Fridays. Fridays I will be back. And I love to go by train, so that's the reason. Thank you for watching again. Hoped you liked it. I'm very curious if you still here. So thank you, super good, and see you next week with a podcast in the first podcast of the new year. Doei! Oh ja, Happy New Year! Unbelievable. Here you see the fireworks going the wrong way. The man is running away. This is on my front porch. It's so scary, so I didn't go outside. And Cookie was really afraid. And they were thinking, what the hell is going on? So she was shaking and... Yeah, I think it's not normal anymore in the Netherlands. It's too much. Yeah, there's Mosey. He doesn't know where to go either. So stop that stupid fireworks. I think a fireworks show is much more better than what we have here. But yeah, some people are very addictive to that firework thing.
Heel zielig. Oh, lieverd. Wat is dat toch, hè?